Hey guys, welcome back to the second video on the checkboxes. So let's go ahead and continue where we left off at, but we need to add a button in this video. So we're going to come down here and add a button. As you notice, we had our one button down here, our text view. So I'm going to move it down a little bit. I'm going to give my text view a value. So I got to move this over here. Should change that. So we need a resource for that value. And I'll just call it button view, and the name of that value will be submit, and hit OK. So need to ground it here and constrain it because right now we don't have a way to orderify it because it's just not going anywhere. So let's put it on this guy on Bakersfield and put it down here on this guy right here. So that should look better. All right, so now we need to code this before we go in and look at that. So let's go into our Java. Where we go? Main activity. So we just need to import some stuff like we did before. Let's see here. Alrighty, so let's start here. I'm going to do some private checkboxes. I think we called our checkboxes checkbox 1, 2, and 3. So maybe we want to change them different because now we know these are called purgatory. So I am going to change it to checkbox purgatory, because that way I could, when I'm doing my code, I'm like, oh, okay, I know what that is. This one right here will be checkbox. I'll call it SM for Santa Marquetta, and this one will be sure hit yes, so include it in your code. This one will be Bakersfield, so I'll do checkbox Bakersfield. Perfect. All right, so yes, hit yes. All right, so now I'll go down to the area here and I'll do private checkbox, has to be uppercase, and I'll have to code this because I know that we don't have checkbox in there, and we'll call it one is called purgatory check. So it doesn't like checkbox because it has to be because we don't have it imported. I'm figuring so android.widget.checkbox. Yep, don't have it. It usually brings it up and lets you know what the problem is. All right, so why did, oh, you know why? You have to do uppercase B. All right, maybe if you spell it right, it helps too. Oh, son of a gun. This keyboard I hate. All right, so we need to do this for the rest of them. So I'll do checkbox, Santa Marquetta checkbox, private checkbox, and the other one was Bakersfield. Perfect. So now we have these guys. Now we need to declare our button. So we have a private button, and it's called submit. So submit button. So I'll put submit button. So as you see here, we're missing that declaration for button, so we need to import android.widget.button. Perfect. Now we have that library in here. Then we have our text view that we have hidden, so it's text view. So we have to declare everything that's on our screen, and this one was called we don't have text view as well, so submit text value. I don't think, let's see, what do we have in here? Let's call it something because we don't have anything for it. So let's call it text view results, and let's go back here. Yeah, sure. We'll do private text view, and we'll call it text view results. And I need to add this. Oh, that was it. Text view. All right, cool. Perfect. All right, so we're making some good room here. All right, so now we need to program this to work. So let's see here. So that decorates it, clears it. just trying to think where we could put this at. All right, so we'll put it underneath there. So we'll do first one, Burgatory check box. And I'm actually only going to do a couple of these because I want you to do the rest on your own, see if you can figure it out. So I'll finish this video before it's completed, but I want you to kind of see how this works, okay? So we're going to have checkbox, and we're going to do find view by ID, and we're going to do resource.id.burgatory check. Oh boy. So Burgatory. All right, why doesn't it like it? All right, mom checkbox ID. All right, you know why? Let me see what the value is here. We called it checkbox Burgatory. That's why, because I'm looking at the wrong ID. So do check. If I can spell right. Checkbox Burgatory. See it right here. Go ahead and find it. You need to code for the other two boxes, checkboxes, part of assignment. Okay. All right. So then we need to show the text view that we have. So we called it. I'm gonna actually call this different here. So I'm gonna call it show text view, so we can show the results. So I'm going to come down here and say show text view, and I'll put equals text view. Oh, it doesn't like that, text view. And we're going to find the resource, find view ID, so r.id if I can spell, dot results. So we want to get the results. So we come back over here, look at what we call it. We call it text view results. So our answer is text view results is what we're looking for. That's the answer that we want to grab here. All right. So now we need to do the button, submit button. So we call it submit button, and it equals button. So we're going to find the resource for that as well. So it's button, and let's see here. Find view by ID r.id. And we need to find a button, so it's submit button. What did we call it? We called it button. That's stupid. I'll put button submit. Submit, there we go. And let's see if that does that. Now we need to code a way to, what we want to happen here is we need an on-click event. So we're going to do submit button again, dot set on click listener, like we've been doing, new view dot on click listener, and let's see here, we need to have this. Where are we at here? Submit on click listener, new view dot on click listener. All right, so something's jacked up here. I must have typed something wrong. Let's see here. On click listener, set on click. All right, let's do this over again because something's just not right. So we do set on click listener, new view dot on click listener. It's hoping it would populate, but it didn't. We'll figure it out. We need to have an override in it, and in an override we need to have a public void on click, and then we need to have a view because we want to pass a view in here so we can view the results. So we're missing some items here. Part of item. All right, so we need to have this right here, just like that. So let's see here. So what we want to happen is when we click that checkbox, we want the values to, we want to have the button here that we don't have here yet, so we want it to show what it selected on the checkbox, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna start one of these, and then you can build the rest yourself. So I'll do string builder. So we're gonna use string builder, and that is automatically in there. So I'll call it string builder equals new string. Oh my gosh, everything is uppercase. All right, so string builder. Try that again. Equals new string builder. All right. Open, close, and end it here. And we'll have a new line, and we'll call it string builder. We're just going to append it. Append that value. We'll put our first checkbox, which was the obligatory checkbox. So obligatory checkbox dot get text dot to string, right? And then we'll do plus, status is, put a state is, what state are you in? For coding, we'll do plus. Let's see here, so we have that. So obligatory checkbox dot is checked. We're saying is checked plus. We're going to do a new line. So if we want to add a new line for someone else, which we are not going to, I'm not going to complete. I'm going to have you complete it, and then that ends that right there. Okay, so go up here. This is for obligatory checkbox. Put it down here. You will code for the other checkboxes. Task number 2. So you have to figure that out. Alright, so let's see here. Another thing that I'm thinking here is we want to take this thing right here, this button we call text view results. I think we want to, we can use the show text down here. So let's code down here and say display results. And I think we could do show text view. Oh, I have it spelled wrong. It's show text view. And we should be able to do set text and put string builder in here. So our string builder value. So we called it string builder. I'm gonna copy this because I can't spell. We should be able to paste whatever that value is in there. So I think, let's see if this works. There's a lot going on here. Usually I go back and forth to validate. All right, so let's say we choose obligatory because that's the only thing that we chose. And hit submit, and guess what? It didn't work. So maybe because I didn't code the rest of it. So let's see why. Submit, uncheck listener, uncheck. I said unclick didn't listen. So let me see what's happening here. All right, what did I do? I think I know what it is. I'm looking back at this and seeing if I messed up. Well, this is what I was just thinking about, is I have this button invisible. So I need to make it visible. So that will be the other task for you to do. So you want to do that beforehand. I'm not going to show you how to do it. Make the text, well, we'll put make the show text view visible. When we tried it in the other screen, I'm going to show you. Then that is your result right there. So let's see here. So I changed the value. So let me go ahead and rerun my code. Second. All right, so let's go ahead and see. So I only have obligatory checks. If I click obligatory, hit submit, obligatory is true. So I made it visible. Now if I do Santa Marquetta, doesn't do anything right now. It shows that obligatory is false because it's not checked. And if I choose Bakersfield, it shows It's not set up to do multiple ones yet. It shows it's false. Now I need you guys to program. This will be assignment number 2, figure out how to finish my code. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.